Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. We are back once again here in Abu Dhabi. It is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and it is going to be an interesting one with, of course, the very unpredictable weather conditions here in Dubai. But they may be as unpredictable as it gets, but one thing that is just about as predictable as the weather this side is the man who's joining me. Brendan, how are you doing?
I am doing very well, and yourself?
Not too bad. Thomas has just disconnected, so I'm going to hope he can get back in. We do have a Williams joining mid-quali. It looks dry, the drivers are saying, so we're going to have a dry race here in Abu Dhabi. Pretends to be shocked, some could say. But we will have a dry race in Dubai. Who would have thought? Cars coming out on pit lane for the first time now. Aaron McFall being the man leading, just going through the first chicane. Time can be tight here in Abu Dhabi, especially for qualifying. It can be a little bit tricky to make sure you get those full 3 runs in. Enzo King saying it is dry. So I don't know why we're talking about the weather so much here. We all know what the conditions are going to be. Good evening, Wolfbane in the chat.
You can't tell what's going to happen. You can't even have a normal strategy set.
You can't even have an educated guess. It's that difficult.
Yeah. Well, but let's move on from Abu Dhabi weather jokes and on to, let's see, the drivers.
Yes, nobody on a lap yet. Aaron McFall has just invalidated his outlap, but it's an outlap, so it counts for nothing. But yes, the Drivers' Championship leader, Lewis McWilliam, in the Aston Martin, getting 3rd place last week in Abu Dhabi, and his championship lead came down a little bit by his teammate Legend Rosenberg. It is a 2-horse race.
You meant Spa, by the way.
What did I say, Abu Dhabi?
Yes.
I did mean Spa. Aaron McFall got pole here in Season 1, and he's about to stand a lap. Brendan, would you like to run us through this one? He's down at 13th.
On him, Aaron in the AlphaTauri, beginning the lap, and while he hasn't always had the best consistency, and had a lot of crashes, as he heads into turn 1, alright, but you know, he hasn't had the best of consistency, much like certain. And as I say that, he's went and.
Well done, Aaron. You've ruined our talk through. We'll pick another driver who is coming into the last sector.
He has. At least he hasn't crashed, unlike another midget.
Oh, we've 2 cars off. We have Melvin off. We have Marcel off. We'll pick someone to go on board with. Is that Marcus? No, that's Marcus. Sam Davis there, would you like to go on board with? He's just about to start his lap.
Let me see where he is. Yep, in the Red Bull Season 2 champion. And, well, I don't think he was here last week, but, as is turn 1, looking for, try to get on back on track, and, close in on Lewis, who is, and Legend, who are ahead of him in the championship. First sector 17.0, he's invalid.
This is going well, isn't it? Apologies, you won't see anything on screen for a second. I do have to adjust. Some audio quickly. The audio in the F1 game is really low these days. That should be a bit better. A lot of drivers invalidating their time, some struggling. I can't even tell. I believe Chloe is still on a solid run in the Williams, entering the last sector of the Yas Marina circuit. The last sector is tricky purely in terms of this orange curb on the outside. You don't want to get that wrong, but you also don't want to cut the inside. This will be our first competitive time of the day. Rounding the final corner, it will be a 1:36.2 provisional pole position.
Went for a spin and is going for.
Oh, Vestigo bad. He's almost lost it on the final corner. 34.0 somehow manages to catch it. That's Lewis. 33.9 just about beats it. That is Brady in 4th, and that's Melvin Hendricks, the Mercedes reserve, who has gone to the top of the timing charts, just about beating Lewis. Next man to cross the line, that is an AlphaTauri of Manuel Antons, 37.2, and that is Borbune, 35.8. This is the first time this season we've had both main Haas drivers at the top of the grid. Sorry, on the grid. Aaron's just asked me, am I commentating? Brendan, has there ever been an F4 race without me commentating?
No. You've
Exactly.
been there for
I've been here for everyone.
I've been here for everyone except Season 1, Round 4 at Zandvoort.
Yes. Cito fourth in the McLaren. Cito is back on his new driver, a debut today. This is Luke. He's in 6th spot, just behind his teammate Brady Pollock in the Alpine. A couple of slow times. There's going to be a lot of track evolution / improvement. As that's someone off in sector 2. I can't now. It's just drivers letting through. Morgan Hitchings is on a lap here in the Haas. He's a bit slow through the chicane, but it might just be a banker time. Just trying to get a time on the board. As we enter the final sector on board with Morgan. Flicks through. This is not a great time, but hopefully he can improve it. Hopefully he can improve this lap. Might be a good last sector here. Across the line, it will be 36.9, which beats Mantle. who's missed the pit lane. No way has he done. Please tell me he hasn't done that.
On this very yesterday, I managed to end up DNFing heading into pit lane because I just touched one.
Oh, someone's improved. That is Marcel Maggiera gone 8th. That is Marcus Towell gone 9th, and that is a Ferrari off in the background. That is Thomas Main. Does Liam actually compete in qualifying? Because he didn't settle out last week, and he's not looking like he will this week.
Well, I guess that saves him some pain.
Yeah, I suppose. He hasn't had the best of results recently, but he is still doing well. Brady Pollock, he is off at the second chicane. I don't know the turn numbers here. I will figure them out. Someone has improved there. That is Thomas Main, gone 7th, but a 1:34.2.
And well, let's see. Anyone else trying to set a lap? I believe Adrian is trying to set a lap here.
Lewis was blocked on his lap, so that is why he can still improve. I believe he was blocked by the Haas and Morgan Hitchings. As you say, Adrian was on the lap. He is on the lap, rounding the final corner. Where's it going to put him? The Canadian goes 8th, and of course, the Canadian currently the leader in the Torpedo League F2 Championship. And another FEO driver, Juan, can actually win the Torpedo League F1 Championship. Thought I should let you know that. Of course, we like to support former drivers around here. Oh, Adrian, don't do that. You're going to lose the car. Don't do that. Enzo King come to the turn 20, and that's Legend with a 33.3. What a fantastic qualifying lap by Legend. Enzo second, 33.7. Fantastic lap by the Mercedes driver.
Yep, so Enzo is doing very well for himself, and it is a track that is in Azerbaijan, so that only makes it better.
Enzo is a typical Azerbaijan, is definitely his favourite track. He has won 2 races there. Is this Luke? I don't know what he's doing. He's 6.4 seconds off his personal best, Aaron McFall. He's getting a very nice slipstream from Lewis McWilliam in the Aston Martin. I'm surprised Lewis is helping his rivals here. Turn 8-9 chicane, I've been informed. Thank you, Khalil.
Just so you know, Brady is not happy with Fragile Dark.
Neither is Lewis, actually. That is Morgan Hitchens in the Haas. Lewis, he sent a clip with the caption, "What is he doing?" So, what is he doing? That's a good question. McFall is flying through this middle sector, now into the 3rd sector. See where the Alpha Tauri can go. He's quick at this track. He won here in Season 1 with a very dominant performance. That was the final race of the season, of course, where Danny Headcamper took his championship and took it away from Thomas Main. Thomas is back to his old form that he was all the way back then, 3 seasons ago. Last sector for Aaron McFall. He's had a swabble there, but he's going to keep the car to the left hand side. It's P3 with a 33.8, just ahead of Melvin Hendricks in the Mercedes, who is currently in the F2 pit lane, letting a Williams through. That is the Williams of Chloe.
By the way, Sam backed off on that lap there and is putting in P11.
So could that be a strategy? Is he trying to keep P11 there, or was that unintentional for Sam Davis?
Oh, he spun.
Oh,
that's a
broken front wing. He's somehow still going, but he has broke his front wing.
No, to be fair, I don't think he made his tires made contact with the wall. It just was the wing.
Yeah, still a... no, you don't want to crash at all, because that does run the risk. And let's go Barty is 2/10 up in the middle sector, but he's had a wobble. He had a wobble in the last run. He's had another wobble on this one. The Ukrainian Alfa Romeo driver. Gonna cross the line now. Oh, that's invalid, surely. No, he's kept it going. It's second spot at 33.7. Absolutely no one challenging the Dutchman at the front of the pack.
Same time as Enzo.
Oh, yes, the exact same time as Enzo King, a 33.751. They both do the exact same run. Sam Davis there, he's on an in-lap, apologies. He has made some sort of mistake there. Liam Redden is actually out on track. He is setting a lap this week. The number 81 Irishman in the Ferrari, replacing Danny Headcamper, of course, who did win his championship here. He won his championship here without driving, yes.
Yeah.
Aston Lewis saying who's missing. Preston Brennan is the missing driver. He's set to join any moment. Yes, he is set to join any moment. Now he is in the Williams, replacing Tyler, who is in St James's Park watching rugby league. Here comes Liam Redmond, a Newcastle fan actually, as Lewis has gone second with a 1:33.4. Aston Martin still perfect dominant, and Liam's around.
Nels around.
Liam is around on the final corner.
Also spun there. Alright, just prime coverage for the other parts, things going on there.
Marcel Maggiera is also on another run. Vaseline saying my first FVRA and immediately a podium, P19 to P3. That's not something to be proud of considering the chaos that occurred. Here comes Marcel Maggiera down the back straight, the McLaren man. He has 2 podiums in FVR, never has taken a win. Unsure what his pace is like this weekend, so I can't really tell you if that will change today. If that statistic in either part will change today, but who knows what could happen. Abu Dhabi is a great track for dramatics. Here he comes. A nice shot of the McLaren as we head into that chicane. You can tell he's invalid. He's cut the chicane and he's invalid. Porbune's on another run in the second Haas. Of course, as we said, first time both Haas drivers, both Haas main drivers are racing. Oh, that's not a place you should invalid. That is poor. That is poor from Porbune. Is Legend on another run? He's improving. Lewis has got closer to Legend, his teammate. Both Aston Martins in the fight for the championship. Last time we've seen 2 drivers fight for a championship in Abu Dhabi. Of course, not in FER. We have had that many times in FER. In real F1, that was Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Now we've Legend Rosenberg and Lewis McWilliam, the Briton and the European, I suppose, if you want to make a case for it. Legend Purple, Sector 2. He has swooped through that chicane absolutely beautifully as Legend Rosenberg getting up the revs. As he flicks through this double right-hander, a difficult corner to get the brake nailed. He has got that really well. Well, I keep the car through third gear, through this final corner there. Not final corner there, apologies. Turn 19, hold to the wall. Turn 20, fifth gear, and hope the car sticks. And the final corner, turn 21, third gear, up to fourth on exit. Hold it to the left-hand side, cross the line, 33.2 for Legend Rosenberg. Fantastic qualifying lap, and I don't think we'll be seeing that beaten today. Enzo King is looking to beat his personal best time, but he's had a wobble and lost all sort of time there. He's still improved by a tenth, actually, to a 33.6, beating a Vestago Baddy, so he could have improved by a lot more there. Luke has just started a flying lap in the Alpine.
Oh, by the way, is Preston joining?
He should be.
Yeah.
I'll find out now. I believe Jerome Muller will replace him if he doesn't. I believe that's what's meant to happen. So Luke is on a good run here. Preston hasn't joined with 1 minute to go. Then I believe we'll get an invite to Jerome to replace him.
What's Preston's PSN?
It's Preston _ Brennan _ 7. He's gotten an invite, so hopefully he can join. Oh, yellow flag, sector 2. That just seems to be just a standard one, as we are still on board with Luke here. Luke making his debut here in FER, currently down in 13 for the 33.0. See what he can do. That is just slow cars in the second sector that yellow flag is for. Here comes Luke. Hold to the inside. Ball to the line. 12th spot for Luke. Good job by the Alpine. There's a lot of traffic on circuit. A lot of people in the pits. A lot of people on outlaps. Morgan has abandoned his lap in the Haas. He's down in 17th with his teammate just in front of him in 16th. Some said Yassine, his whole racing setup is broken. Well, isn't that well for Yassine? Brady Polo just started lapping the other Alpine now at the top. He's in the top 10, he's in 7th spot.
We have a spinner, it's Adrian.
Adrian has spun, he's down in 13th. And he's managed to get out of the way of that Ferrari. Really nice job from Adrian, but you're in a very dodgy spot now, and you just have to wait for a gap in the traffic. Brady invalidated, he's going to have to go around for another flying run. Into the business end of qualifying, as they call it. Lewis is on an outlap, he has a huge job to do. And I believe Jerome will be joining if you can get Jerome an invite. I don't think Preston's going to make it. A lot of drivers are now. Oh, Enzo! Enzo, don't do that. You scared the life out of me there, Enzo. But he is on an outlap. Brady still continuing on a lap. Marcus Towell on a lap as well in the Red Bull. Of course, the man who almost won the Canadian Grand Prix missed out by a narrow margin. Jerome, yes, you will be joining. We're going to get you an invite now. Marcus is purple in Sector 2. Oh, Avesta's out. Is that a crash? No, it's in the pit lane. Avesta is out. Marcus is going to have to be careful. Sorry, the traffic is going to have to be careful on Marcus. Thomas, you need to get out of the way. That is Lewis getting out of the way of Marcus. There'll be a bit of communication there. Thomas has got out of the way of Marcus, but that might have thrown Marcus Towell off a little bit. The Norwegian. Now we have a beautiful onboard shot. Sam Davis Day retiring from 12th. Is that Cito up to 8th position? Yes, it is. Cito just gone up to 8th. Last sector for Marcus Towell. He's had a bit of a slide through there, but he's going to try keep the car rotated well. Oh, he's lost it at the last corner. Oh, hugely disappointing for Marcus Towell. That was going to be a fantastic lap. Aaron McFall in the AlphaTauri has just started his lap in front of him. That was disappointing from Marcus. So here comes Aaron on his flying lap. Lewis has started his flying lap as well. We'll keep an eye on the sector times. That's a beautiful camera shot, actually, there for Lewis McWilliam. Jerome is in the other Williams. Apologies for not getting qualifying there, Jerome, but I'm sure he'll be okay with that. Liam Redmond has gone up to 17th at the back of the grid. Lewis McWilliam is on a lap. Aaron also on a lap. Aaron is up. He's got a slipstream from his teammate Manel and Tons. There, oh, spinner, Enzo. Enzo has lost it at the first chicane and almost interrupted his teammate Melvin's lap. Is Lewis up at his time? We'll find out. Sorry, is Aaron up at his time? Enzo's just taken himself out in the wall. Aaron has got a second slipstream from his teammate Manel Antons. Aaron is slowly up in the middle sector. What about Lewis McWilliam? He's just about over. Oh, he's 2 tenths down. Lewis is down in the middle sector. Legend has invalidated. He is done for the session. Melvin slowly improving as well. Exciting qualifying session left here. That's an Alfa Romeo of Adrian trying to improve.
Cito's went third.
Cito has gone third. That's a shock lap. Didn't expect that one in the dying seconds. Aaron McFall needs to push it if he wants to challenge the top 5. He has a chunk of a gap to get to Avesta. Here comes Aaron McFall. 33.5. It's 4th for Aaron. What about Lewis? He's gone. Lap's done for Lewis. Melvin Hendricks is the only one realistically who could take pole position here at Abu Dhabi.
He's half a second up.
He's half a second up, which isn't enough. He needs to push this last sector and hope he has some time to gain. He's got that really nice and got that really smooth. Can Melvin throw a shock? A spanner in the works in the dying seconds of qualifying. It's second. He's just missed it. He's just missed it in the Mercedes. And that is qualifying. Legend Rosenberg takes pole position. That is a fantastic pole lap. A 33.2. He did it before the end of qualifying. What a lap from Aaron and Cito, says Vaslin. I have to agree. Cito trying a spanner in the works with the top 5 here, and getting that McLaren up into 4th. But once again, Aston Martin proving dominant in this championship.
Well, I think Sam's idea worked in the end, and it's 34-3, puts in P12, and
Puts
Thomas
up P12. But it is a track he can overtake on. Overtakes are fairly handy. So we'll have to see, can
in the
he...
game.
Oh yes, obviously, in the game.
Yeah.
Melvin celebrating a P2, as you should be.
Points are scored in the races, though.
Oh, Legend got blocked on his final lap. That is why he validated. Where is Juan Pablo Hernandez? Juan races in Torpedo League. I'm afraid he has all season. He was here for a one-off in Britain.
Well, yeah, 1-1. And he hasn't been able to win a race in FER at all. But he is about to win championship in Torpedo League, barring a huge collapse.
But Juan, well, could be back. That's all I'm saying. All I'm going to say. Legend Rosenberg is our pole sitter in Abu Dhabi. The Dutchman led behind another Dutchman, Melvin Hendricks. Lewis McWilliam in third spot, followed by Cito in fourth. Dutch dominance proving, of course, with Zandvoort this weekend. Aaron in fifth, Enzo sixth, Avesta seventh, Brady eighth, Marcus ninth, Marcel 10th, Thomas Main 11th, Sam 12th, Luke in 13th, Adrian Teich 14th, Chloe 15th, Borbune 16th, Liam Redmond 17th, Morgan Hitchings 18th, Manuel and Tons 19th, and Jerome Muller, of course, didn't get a time set in that session. He will start last and 20th for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Harry's saying he's the better Torpedo League champion. We'll debate that. We'll have to look at your FEO stats. One superior in them, by the way. Apparently, as I do every week, I'm going to have to ask you for predictions on who you could think could win this race. Realistically, I think it can go to any of the top 5, but I'll get your thoughts on it as I do.
Any of top 5 could win it. Obviously, everyone has a chance of winning, but the percentages in that case differ. It's the Legend probably has the best chances of winning, and if he can continue the form they had at Spa here, admittedly he did get helped a little by a safety car that got him into the lead, but he did everything right afterwards. If he can do that, then I wouldn't be surprised if he did win. But we can obviously see maybe 1 or 2 shocks here. Melvin's showed some brilliant pace.
Melvin has showed good pace, so is Cito, surprisingly. Here's our tyre strategy. We only one gambler on the hards, that's Jerome Muller. Manel is on mediums, Morgan gone with the softs, Liam and Borbune, Chloe, Adrian all on the mediums, Luke has gone with the softs, Sam Davis stay mediums, and Thomas on the mediums. The top 10, of course, always on the softs, unless they qualify in mediums, which realistically no one around here does. So that is what they've chosen there. We will get the positional change up for you though for the race start, as want to see who our winners and gainers are. Aston saying it's going to be a strategy race. I believe so. I believe so.
Well, yeah, it probably would be a one-stop soft to medium if like nothing major happened, like a safety car or that.
Safety cars do happen in this league, that's the thing. It's fairly clean to some extent, but safety cars are always a possibility in this one, so don't count anyone out realistically. Don't count Aaron Enzo Avesta out just yet, Marcus. And then of course our medium runners, don't count Sam out yet. Counting Sam Davis Day out is a mistake I've made many a time when he's gone to win races and he's pulled off good performance. Vaslin saying hard soft is the best strategy. Well then, Jerome's in a good spot if it is. But we will wait and see what the best strategy is here in Abu Dhabi. It's a mystery to find out. But one thing we do know for certain is Legend and Aston Martin in a very good spot with Lewis down in third. Aston Martin are pulling away with it this season. It is a very powerful lineup. Of course, Red Bull had a fantastic lineup with Jack and Sam, from the 2 previous champions. Marcus in the team, still a fantastic driver, but needs to integrate a little bit better, needs to start pulling some points. His debut was last week, and he didn't pull points, so we need to see. Khalil saying Melvin is a qualifying merchant. Well, we will find that out and see, can we get an Aston Martin 1-2, but Legend lining up in the grid for FEO Abu Dhabi.
Anything can happen in Formula 1.
There's been a crash. That is Morgan, who has just hit the wall, and then Jerome's gone into the back of him. So Manel will be our last man to line us up on the grid in Abu Dhabi. He's left a hefty gap to the rest of the field.
Oh, mind you, I hope that helps him, and if he DNFs like he does in most races, it will just be a bit of a waste of time. But he's at the back, so he can avoid some of the early chaos, and if he gets into a rhythm, then things might
Don't go anywhere. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Abu Dhabi. We go racing on Yas Island. What's the start like from Legend? That's a very poor getaway, and Melvin Hendricks is looking for the lead. Into turn 1 we go. Legend still leads. Lewis trying around the outside of Melvin. And the backpack is a little bit chaotic as there's a side-by-side with a Mercedes. There's a big crash. Brady has hit. Brady's hit Enzo. This leads the front 5 all the way. Lewis trying to go for a move on Melvin, but it's not going to work that easy.
Broken all over the place here.
Breaking boards broke everywhere. There's a little bit of chaos. Liam Redmond, and that is Jerome trying to make some moves. There's an Alpine off. That's Brady off in the background. But on this long straight we go. Melvin got a very good getaway, but Legend has defended him into turn 1. Melvin's still close. That is that's the Alfa Romeo. That's Avesta, who's just come. His car has just grinded to a halt at the hairpin through 8 and 9 and onto this back straight. Is Melvin going to have a run on Legend Rosenberg down into the chicane? He needs to get past Legend fast if he wants to take this race lead.
The time board is being extremely glitchy right now, constantly like flashing.
Yeah, we have a yellow flag sector 2. That was due to Avesta, Lewis and Melvin right on the back of Legend. Sito has fallen off a little bit. Avesta's actually left the session, so that is him done for today. Manel Antont is already up to 13th due to that chaos. Liam has left as well. That's a disconnect though, as Marcus has broken very early for that. Oh, Manel's gone wide. Manel very wide in the background. The two Williams have swapped around. Oh, contact between Chloe and Morgan. And even more contact as that is Lewis past Melvin's off. Melvin's off at the final corner. And it's Melvin Hendricks off as we have a 3 wide moment. There's a Alpha Terry. That is that Aaron? That's Aaron off. It's not Manel. Surprisingly, Enzo is past Cito, and so is Thomas Main. 6 positions at the start. Manel's had a flyer. 8 positions gained. So was Jerome. Both fantastic starts. Adrian off. Adrian into the wall for the second time today. He's taken a visit to that wall and he definitely has some damage. Oh, there's spinners everywhere. Aaron's around. There's a Haas around. There's spinners absolutely everywhere. We've a lot of pinners. It's chaos. The 2 Aston Martins are fighting at the top of the grid. That is Legend and Lewis. Is Lewis going to go for it down into turn 1? There's no championship play here. They're both fighting for it. But there's a lot of chaos in the backpack. We're going to have a lot of pitters. Manel has somehow survived and is up to 10th. And Cito has had a very poor getaway. Is there front wing damage on that McLaren? He is dropping like a fly here. There's none, but he is under threat from his teammate. And his teammate is definitely not one for team play. It is Marcel Magiera into the chicane. There's a side-by-side with Thomas and with Enzo. And the 2 McLarens still in unison in 7th and 8th. Haven't swapped around. Thomas may try a bold lunge on Enzo King. Possibly... No, lifts off the throttle. Luke's already up to 6th. He's also had a fantastic start. Yellow flags, left, right, and the centre with the pitters, I believe. The 2 Hasses up to 12th and 13th, but there's almost a spin there for Borbune. That yellow flag is just from the last lap. That is nothing to do with our race leaders.
No.
Enzo in.
Yeah, he's got wing damage. I saw the chip fly off his wing.
Somehow Luke's managed to get past the 2 McLarens. That puts Luke up into 5th spot in the Alpine.
Sam's splitting the McLarens.
Sam is splitting the McLaren. The McLarens have definitely made some sort of contact. That's the only thing I can think of, because the McLarens... Oh, this is how Thomas around! Oh. Thomas Main is spun into the off-road section of the circuit. That's Morgan Hitchings out. Liam is just, he's gone on the left. 2 separate incidents. Surprised we haven't had a VSC of some sort there. That is Thomas May losing positions. This is Luke up into 4th. Lightning Luke, as his PSN says, he certainly is so far. Fantastic race that. Lewis is actually leading the Grand Prix. Legend is down to 2nd. Lewis McWilliam is our race leader. The Scotsman lead, and that is Sam Davis Day and Marcel Magiera coming to blows. Marcel on the soft, Sam on the mediums. We said that medium might be quick at the start. out of the Grand Prix? It certainly is. Up to 6th spot. As Legend, he's had a wobble and he's off. This is going to allow Melvin through. Melvin's had a wobble as well. Cars flying everywhere. These front three all struggling. These are doing really struggling on tyres for some reason.
That is not what Legend needed for this Drivers' Championship.
No, he needs to win this race if he wants a realistic chance. There's a battle at the back between Brady and Chloe. Yellow flag sector 3. That is just a permanent yellow flag there. We're going to have to hope it goes. It's gone now, thankfully, as the drivers enter this section of the track. Lewis now leads by 7 tenths. Melvin 1.2 behind Legend. Not what he needed. Luke is 4.7 seconds behind. That's purely true battling. As Sam is looking to get past Cito. He was defending from Marcel. He's now looking to get past Cito.
Okay, so
that's... Sorry, thought someone went round there. That was awfully close. Oh, yep, there, someone is gone round. It's Marcus Towell. Marcus Towell at the back of the pack has gone round. Not what he needs. Not what he needs for Red Bull. Right. Not what Red Bull need at all. Legend is gaining on Lewis. He might try a move down into the chicane. No, backs off. The two Aston Martins are much more clever drivers than that. Not to bottle of 1-2. That's Sam Davis Day. Gone for a move on Cito. Cito's going to hold it around the outside, possibly. Could be a switchback manoeuvre. No, one Dutchman gets past another. That is Sam. And this is Legend actually fighting with Lewis. The two Aston Martins fighting really close. Legend not leaving Lewis much space, but Legend's back into the lead of this Grand Prix. The DRS quite powerful today.
Well, that is, well, Aston switching once and switching twice as the yellow flag is back again. But it's gone now. Aston
saying there's Hockenheim on the calendar. It needs to be replaced. Do you not think we know that, Aston? Do you not think we know that? Lewis McWilliam is struggling. The dirty air seems to be horrendous on this circuit. Because when Legend was in it, he was sliding. When Lewis was in it, he's sliding. Melvin's found a good rhythm now, because he's 1.6 behind. And Lightning Luke, that's what I'm going to call him, because he's had a fantastic start, is 5 seconds behind now, so he is dropping. Sam Davis Day is going to be looking to tag along to the back of that Alpine. John Muller up to 9th, Manel up to 8th. Fantastic race starts from our two back runners. Chloe dead at 18th, that is due to a crash. Brady is past Marcus. That's a yellow flag. Is that someone off again? No, it was Marcus is still in the last sector. It's definitely not him, but there's... Oh, Chloe... Has Chloe just sent it on Marcus? Yes, Marcus seems to have some wing damage. He does. That is Marcus Towell into the pits. I imagine he's retiring. Marcus doesn't seem to be the type to continue. That is Jerome Muller past Manel. And this is Sam Davis Day past Luke. Sam's already caught Luke. That's a fantastic move from Sam Davis Day. He's up to 4th.
The DRS.
It's going to be Sam. No, it's Lightning Luke. So Luke's going to keep this one. Is he going to fight Sam? Of course he is. The Alpine to the right-hand side. Sam Davis Day going to hold the middle. Great corner for overtakes. He's gone around the outside. Fantastic overtake. If he can just pull this one off, he's going to keep the car to the outside. What an overtake on debut for the Alpine runner. Sam's going to hold it to the outside. This is a fantastic battle between the C2 champions. Sam's caught the car. That was a scary wobble for the Dutchman in the Red Bull. And that is a Hassoff. That's Borbune going slowly in 11th at the back of the pack. What a fantastic overtake by Luke. We'll get his surname. Harry's saying he feels bad for Legend because all the braking boards are gone. Yep, Legend's got to be really struggling due to the lack of braking boards.
Well, let's see here. Yep, all gone.
So Legend's going, unless Legend is a master at learning his braking boards, which I wouldn't doubt he is. He's a very good driver. Good driver. As Sam is going to get past Luke Davis in the Alpine. Lightning Luke. As the timing screen is all over the place.
Well,
here goes Sam Davis today. We have a yellow flag in all sectors now, which is great. Lewis, he's in the DRS Legend. It could be Lewis's go to have a run on the other Aston Martin. Here is the ERS front. It is well in Legend's favour. Manel Antons and Jerome Muller having a fight down in 8th. The two quick starters.
Easily past now.
Here comes Sam Davis. They ain't gonna try around the outside, just like his Alpine battler did. He is well past, and this invites Marcel Magiera back into this. He has got past his teammate Cito. The only penalties are both for Manel and Girone, which I would think they got them while battling, because they are together on circuit. The yellow flags are really driving me crazy, because we can't tell which ones are real or not. If you look at the trap map on the ball, Legend! Legend's around! Legend's bottled it. He's spun to turn 20. He has spun and is now down to 30. He's pulled into the pits. Melvin and Legend both into the pits. Oh, Legend could be under investigation for that one, because he was past the pit entrance. But this puts Lewis in a fantastic spot in this Grand Prix. He is now leading by 9.3 seconds over Sam Davis now on the mediums. Sam could still win this race from 11th on the grid. He hasn't won since Brazil. He needs to win soon if he wants a shot at this championship. Manuel Alonso, one driver having a fantastic Grand Prix. He's now... Cito's let him through. Cito's let Manuel through. Oh, they're in the same party. Yes, that's what's happened there. Cito has let Manuel through. I don't think he will let Girone through just as easy, but he has let Manuel through. Manuel Anton's up to 5th, running a fantastic FER Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Those yellow flags must be really annoying for the drivers, just as much as they are. Enzo trying the outside on Borbune. He's going to get a run on him on the straights, that's for sure. Oh, he's easily passed. Just burn a bit of ERS, Enzo. You'll find yourself well past. He is. This is for a 11th spot. Oh, sorry, for 12th spot. Enzo King, Marcus Stout sending the fastest lap.
Nice, Marcus is stead in the race.
Marcus has set the fastest lap. He will still get a point for that if he finishes. Obviously, that will be beaten, I imagine. Here comes Lewis. No. It's Lewis into the box. Lewis McWilliam boxes for the softs. These have to be going for the hards, surely. No, Melvin and Legend have come to the top. It's a very early box for the mediums.
Tyre wear isn't that bad in this game, mate.
No, but you box for lap 12 on softs. If you want to go to the mediums, you box lap 12. This is lap 8. Luke is in as well, so... Lewis is going for the medium. Where's Melvin and Legend? You know, Melvin might take the provisional lead of this Grand Prix, because Lewis is in the underground pit lane. You can see him just on exit. Who's going to lead the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? It is Lewis. Lewis has this one, but he does have some traffic in front. If he can't navigate that quickly, Melvin will be right on his tail. As Thomas is glitching all over the place, he's desynced completely, but he is actually just running just behind Jerome Muller in 5th.
Thing is, if Lewis gets held up by Thomas, and obviously with that desync, will that cause anything in terms of contact?
I don't have a clue. I'll have a look now and see. Thomas mightn't necessarily be desynced on Lewis's screen. Okay, no. Lewis has just spun him. Oh, Lewis has just completely spun him. And now there's Thomas down, but there's nothing Thomas can do. There's no recompensation he can get for that, as he's completely desynced, but he's undesynced just as the crash has happened. So Lewis has straight mowed him out of the way. Jerome Muller is now the next target on Lewis. Jerome's had a slide. Lewis has almost run into the back of the wheels. Oh, that's so close. But Lewis has risked it all and gone past, but Melvin's followed him through. Scary moment for the Aston Martin team boss watching. That's not good. Manuel, I imagine, will just let Lewis through because they're in the same party, so Lewis has navigated this traffic, well, scarily well, I suppose you could say.
There's a McLaren in the pits of Marcel.
It's Marcel in the pits. Sam Davis is our leader. Lewis is past Manuel. Manuel's gone AI. Manuel's gone AI and he's brake checked Melvin.
Oh, that's probably a penalty then.
That is most definitely a penalty because Lewis is now out of DRS. Melvin is furious. You can see him shaking the steering wheel. Melvin is furious. It's not on for Manuel. He's dived him at the hairpin, so you can really tell how furious he is. That's a silly move, if anything. He's going to get the DRS. Melvin is furious. He's shaking the wheel. Melvin is furious in the cockpit of this Mercedes. He doesn't think this is on. He's pulled to the right-hand side, and he's given him a wheel bang. Melvin's furious. This is not good for the Mercedes. He is fuming in this Mercedes cockpit. Could be a good thing, because he may have some raw pace. to try get back up to Lewis. But that is not good at all, considering Manel's going to find him back. He's the DRS, and he's going to find him back. He's going to go to the outside. This isn't necessarily for position on the circuit, but Manel and Tons and Melvin's cut him off on contact. Manel has somehow kept it, but Legend is now down the inside of Manel. They're in the same party as well. Melvin has lost 1.4 seconds.
2.4.
No, but he was a second behind. He's lost 1.4 seconds.
No, but it was like fairly near to Lewis.
And that's Jerome past Manel. That is Jerome Muller past Manel and Tons. Manel has really lost it for himself in that lap. Melvin's got to try catch back up to Lewis, but Lewis has a very nice lead until he catches up to Sam Davis Day. That's really bad driving from Manel to go AI and purposely brake check, if that's what he was trying to do. Avesta's back up to 6th. Maybe he was just desynced at the start and he wasn't actually stopped on the track. What could have happened there? Manel's in the pits. Yep, front wing change for Manel. A front wing change for Manel and Tons as we enter lap 10. That is a weird moment in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. That is a very weird moment for sure. Legend now is in the DRS of Melvin. So Melvin's lost out big time there. Lewis has got a fantastic lead at 2.5 second lead. There will be an investigation for that, I believe, because that's not good from Manel. Cito is past Borbune. Cito and Borbune having a fight. Borbune's on old mediums, so I don't think he'll put up much of a fight, but it is still a scrap for the points. Cito is well past.
But what I would say is there a reason why he might have done that? I would be a little suspicious.
I would be a little suspicious, certainly, because the two Aston Martins are probably in the same party, same voice chat, if you don't know what a PlayStation party is. I can't tell if Avesta's just lagging or struggling. I think he's just lagging. As Luke is coming up behind him, he's going to experience what is Avesta Cobaldi's internet. That's awful. Oh my word, that is terrible.
For Bretman, but we're still getting ridiculous lag.
Oh my god. Well, Luke, welcome to the world of Formula Virtual Racing. Hello. Legend is still here. Melvin has lost even more time to Lewis, who's just pumped in a fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So it's really not worked out for Melvin after that pit stops. Sylvester's completely desynced, meaning Luke can ghost through him. But I wouldn't do that because we've seen what happened to Thomas when Lewis tried to do that. That's how he passed Borbune, as Borbune has gone into the pit stop for a set of softs. Sam Davis Day, though, is our race leader, and this gap to Lewis is closing down rapidly, but Sam, of course, still has to go into the soft compound of tyres. Manel on a 2-stop. Manel's actually disconnected.
Oh.
Manel has disconnected from the Grand Prix. Legend is past Melvin. Oh, contact! Legend's just barged his way past Melvin. The two Aston Martins are now back into what is a provisional 1-2. Sam Davis Day, the gap to Lewis is just coming down rapidly. But the two Aston Martins are completely burning out their tyres.
Let's just say this Grand Prix has already been a bit dramatic.
It has been. We have to see how hard Sam and Lewis fight. Because let's be honest, the end of their term as teammates wasn't a happy one. It wasn't a healthy one for sure. Lewis blaming Sam for costing him results. So I don't think Sam will be quite just about easing off the throttle and egg him through. But if Lewis can catch up to him on the straight, I don't think he'll have much of a choice. The yellow flags are driving me insane here. Because there's just yellow flags in every sector. Khalil saying keeping his record of not finishing an FEO race. Well, if he does stay like this and doesn't join back, he does classify as a finisher. He won't score points, but he does classify as a finisher. Enzo past Jerome. Here comes Lewis McWilliam on Sam Davis Day. Inside or outside? He's going to the inside, and I think Sam is just going to let him through for this race lead. Sam hasn't pit yet.
But there's a second DRS train.
There is, but is Sam going to realistically fight Lewis and lose even more time?
Well, he's burning his ERS, so probably
Yeah, he's
yes.
fighting him back. He is fighting him back, and he's going to go down the inside on Lewis McWilliams. Sam Davis Day and Lewis. These two had a fight, and it's close in the chicane, but Lewis holds it around the outside. Fantastic battling from these two. Wonder will Sam help out his fellow countryman? Because if he does fight with Lewis, that will allow Legend to catch up. Legend has got a cheeky 4/10 closed in on these two. Well, closed in on Sam, anyways. As Lewis is pulling away now. These yellow flags are crazy. Manel's back. Manel is back in the session. So, welcome back, Manel. Good to have you back into this Grand Prix. Luke and Thomas both, well, Thomas hasn't pitched yet, but Luke has. He's on fresh mediums. He's found a way past Avesta, who is desynced, or has he found a way past Avesta? Avesta's past, yes, he has found a way past Avesta. Avesta is behind Jerome. That's Marcus Towell picking up a 3-second time penalty here in this race. Lap 13 and 28. We still have 15 laps of this Grand Prix to go. Still an exciting race in the remains. We have not had a virtual safety car or a safety car yet.
Jerome's heading off.
Oh, has he? Jerome is off. Jerome seems to be struggling a bit on those hard compound tyres. He's off again, and he's had a bounce over the curb, and he's lost it, and into the wall. Destroyed front wing, somehow still in the race. Aaron's disconnected. They're all disconnecting. The lobby seems to be broken. Luke's passed.
Yeah,
Thomas. Avesta's disconnected now. Jerome's out. Jerome has crashed. Where is Jerome gone?
It's a manual retirement.
Oh, Jerome's retired on circuit. Jerome, you can't do that. But Jerome has retired on circuit, and I think Thomas is just at the back of Luke in the Alpine. Luke is trying to find a way past Enzo King. The Williams team boss not happy with Jerome.
As Manel apparently set a 3/10.
Oh my god. Oh my. Legend and Sam's in. Sam is into the pits. Surely he's not going softs to the end. Surely he's going hards.
No, a 3/10 of a second lap. Immaculate.
Sam's on hards. Manol. Manol.
You're AI, man.
Oh, I know.
AI
Manol's just set the world record for the quickest lap time ever on anything. I don't think anyone has ever set on any sort of circuit a 3/10 lap time.
Manol's AI is quicker. And
Breaking news! Oh, Thomas has had a wobble. Breaking news! Juan Hernandez is the Torpedo League champion. Congrats, Juan. Not that we care, but here comes Marcel Machiera past Thomas Main. Thomas had a wobble and seems to be struggling on these old mediums. He's going to have to make a pit stop soon. The mediums. A virtual safety car. We have a virtual safety car. I don't know. It's Avesta. It is Avesta.
Cold safety car.
Avesta's crashed in the pit lane.
What?
He's crashed at the end of the pit lane, and he's disqualified.
No,
Avesta.
of course. No, because if you crash at the end of the pit lane, then that debris in the pit lane, and they have to bring out the safety car.
So we have a full safety car.
What in the name of what are we witnessing?
It's going to allow Thomas Main in for a stop. It's going to allow Chloe in for a stop. It's going to allow Enzo in for a stop, possibly. He made a very early stop. Yep, everyone in for fresh mediums.
Sam, I wonder what he'll be thinking now.
Well, he could pit again for mediums because he's technically did a registered lap on the opposite compound. Sam is staying out. He has the Delta, so he might not gain positions. Enzo is our race leader, as Lewis is going to come out behind him.
But Enzo, how many laps has he done?
Sam's just going to get past Melvin. Enzo's did 11 laps on the mediums. Honestly,
that gamble
someone should gamble for
probably-
softs. Thomas has gambled for softs. Thank you, Thomas. Someone should gamble from softs. We're going to have 3 laps minimum on the safety car. That'll bring us to lap 18. That's 10 laps. Why hasn't any of these gambled?
Well, you might see somebody at the back gamble.
Well, Thomas has gambled in 8, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And that's Liam, the other
you're
Ferrari, gambling as well.
The thing is, you're either making that gamble now, or if you're at the back, you can wait and put on softs and have them as fresh as possible. Because you're not going to go and make a half-hearted decision where you lose a lot of positions, and you'll find it hard to overtake in DRS trains.
Problem with that is, someone could leave it too late and not pit for the softs. You know what you're saying for the fresh ones. It's difficult.
But you can tell when you can pit or not.
Yeah, I suppose. John's saying, why am I getting aired? What was wrong with the hards? My car didn't go back on track. I don't know, John. John, this game's broken. I think you need to realise. This game is a mess. But Enzo's going to struggle so much at the top of the grid. Unless he's doing this... I've come up with a genius conclusion here, Brendan. Is he doing it to hold Lewis up so Melvin can get back into this race?
I would have to question whether Enzo and Melvin... maybe.
Enzo and Melvin are good friends.
Yeah, I don't know. But how long could he realistically hold up Lewis?
If he...
Like...
if he holds Lewis enough to allow Marcel to attack him...
Well, yes, Marcel...
Enzo's in. Enzo is in.
They didn't want to double stack, and Thomas is now in.
Thomas is in as well. Why is Thomas in? Is he felt like not gambling for the softs?
No, because he needs to do time.
Enzo's gone for another medium.
No, he needs to keep with the registered compound.
Okay, so he's did a registered compound and he's back in for the mediums. Liam has did the same thing, and so is Chloe. And so is Mandel's in as well. Has Mandel actually joined back yet?
Let's see. Once he's out of the pit.
So they've all pitted for the registered compound and they are back out. Thomas has only lost 2 positions realistically from that. Enzo can go to another set of mediums because he did start on those softs.
And look, we almost have racing in the pit lane. Oh! No, Manel's managed to spin Liam in the pits. He's reset him. I'm not joking here. I genuinely have seen... I have seen the worst
How is he
incident of...
spun him in the pits? Did he go for a dive bomb in the pit? Baston's saying, how did Avesta get disqualified? Avesta crashed in the pits and then floored it into the pit wall for about 2 minutes. I'm not even joking.
Oh no, because then Manel, yeah, he just tapped the back of Liam and spun him, and that reset Liam out onto track.
I don't think Liam's lost anything from it. He has a full front wing and he still has his fresh tyres. Maybe he just got a laugh at it. Harry asked him what are the commentators predicting. I'm predicting another yellow flag for the rest of the race. No, realistically,
wow,
I think this is Lewis's to lose.
That's such a bold prediction.
If Lewis loses this race, Lewis shouldn't lose this race from this point. 12 laps to go, he shouldn't lose.
Yeah. And obviously Marcel, there's a win in sight here if he could manage.
There is a win in sight, but he has some tyre management to do it.
Yeah, that is a fair point, but thing is, if
this could be chaos on the safety car restart. Safety car restarts are not the cleanest here. We're on board with the back of Lewis McWilliam in the Aston Martin. He'll be getting us underway for the safety car restart as we've just gone under the Yaz Hotel. Lewis has to hold it a bit more. Safety car isn't in the pits yet. Lewis has did many of these in FVO. He did his first one ever, France Season 3.
Going fairly slow.
We go racing back in Abu Dhabi. He's got everyone out. He's got a flyer Sam Davis Day on the hards, looking to get past Marcel Magier. I'm surprised Sam didn't pit for a set of mediums. Legend trying to get past Melvin and get back up towards his teammate, who he so badly needs to get to win this race. All looking clean so far from the back. Adrian past Liam. Down into the chicane as the Aston Martin, the legend, gone before his fellow Dutchman and Melvin. He's trying round the outside at the hairpin. It's a bold move. He will get the slipstream and ARS. No DRS yet until lap number 20. 1.2 seconds gap between Marcel and Lewis. Lewis is flying. Is Melvin going to have a look at Sam Davis Day? Sam on the hards. Melvin trying round the outside. Contact. Wheel banging from the two Dutch drivers. Melvin down the inside. It didn't work on Lewis yesterday. He's almost pulled it off.
Adrian has had an incident.
Adrian has had an incident on the straight. We'll have a look at that in a second. But Legend's backed off. He's not gone for the move on Melvin. This is Cito and Brady. Brady's got a beautiful overtake on Cito. Alpine 6-7 now.
And well, Enzo's behind Cito now, so Cito may lose another position.
Melvin needs to get past Sam Davis. Sam's struggling on these hards. 2.2 seconds to gap. It is Lewis's race to lose and to win. Most certainly now. He's drove a fantastic first lap. Melvin Hendricks trying to get past his fellow Dutchman. It's a Dutch 345. It's a Dutch 3458 technically, if you want to talk about that. But Sam's struggling. Here comes Melvin Hendricks. He's gonna try get past Sam Davis into turn 1. He needs to. No, backs off because he does have Legend looking feisty behind him. These two both have similar pace, and Manel is out. As Valtteri Bottas unfortunately says, "Do I have a glass? No, I can't clink a glass." Traditions. That is unfortunate. Marcus Howell's around! Marcus is around at the back. He was looking for a move on Borbune, and he spun, and I can't see him continuing. Adrian into the pits. Marcel still held second spot here. 3 seconds is the gap to Lewis. Lewis just drove fantastically. Here comes Melvin Hendricks, though. He's going to have to try the outside on Sam Davis Day. Who breaks latest? It's Melvin. Oh, sorry, camera flick there. But Sam's actually backed off into Legend. Melvin's got the spot. Legend's now going to try and get past Sam. Sam's taking a wrong gamble with the hards here. Here comes Legend Rosenberg to the outside. One Dutchman's past Sam. Another Dutchman's about to. No, Sam has just got enough straight line speed in that Red Bull to keep him behind. That is Cito. Oh, Enzo and Cito making contact. Lot of sparks from the back of the Mercedes as he's just bounced over the curb. Not healthy for the car at all, but this is a video game. Legend pushing to get past Sam. And he's not sent it there, but Legend can see that gap at the front between Lewis and Marcel extend, and it is 4 seconds now. A bottle for Lewis is the only way. He's losing this one. 10 laps to go as Lewis crosses the line in a moment. There we go, fastest lap, 35.8. Lewis driving fantastic. Melvin is looking to get past Marcel. The Aston Martin team principal asking, why did no one gamble for Inters? Fair question. We make it a wet patch at the end of this Grand Prix.
Oh yes, because Abu Dhabi is the place for wet weather racing.
Here comes Melvin though. Is Melvin going to try it round the outside into this chicane? He's looked for it, but it has not worked. He's had to put his car on the outside. Legend's in the grass. Legend's around and he's in the grass, and he drops out of the points. Lewis McWilliams' championship lead will extend by 25 points over Legend. The championship may almost be over for Legend as he's down to 13th. Enzo has passed Brady. Melvin has passed Marcel. That is a crucial mistake for Legend, as he did have pace. Thomas is trying to get past Cito. Borbune and Chloe having a fight. Chloe has got past the not last anymore. He's the second last Dutchman on the grid. Borbune's going to fight this one back. Oh, no, Borbune's looking for an inside that doesn't exist. The Williams pushing the Haas all the way over. The Haas is going to try the inside. Oh, contact's going to be made here, and it is. Borbune has kept the car going. Well done, Borbune. 5.2 seconds to gap. The only way Lewis is going to lose this is if he makes a mistake. That's the only way Lewis McWilliam will lose this Grand Prix. If he has a spin, he lights up the rears, he crashes. I can't see anyone catching him. He has superior pace. Yellow flag. That's Aaron McFall in the other AlphaTauri who's crashed. And it looks like he's had a spin, and that's the front wing gone. He has left the session. No points for AlphaTauri. They've had possibly the worst season in F4. Marcel, that was close, buddy. You know that was close. That was a heart in the mouth moment for our Polish national. I have to say, Luke could be on course for a podium on debut if you can just keep this car driving well. Because Marcel does have a 3 seconds.
See, the fact that the 3 cars ahead of him are ahead of him and they do not have a penalty is probably not helping that idea.
Well, Sam's on hards. Marcel has a penalty.
Yeah, but it doesn't really look like he's able to overtake at the moment. Then eventually it'll be a case of where they'll, well, Sam and Marcel won't have grip, but Luke won't have grip either.
Sam and Marcel. Sam Davis is going to go for this on the McLaren. He's pulled to the outside and he's up into third place. They've made contact. Marcel's had to take a very obscure line in the entrance into that corner. Oh, beautiful switchback from Marcel Maggiera in the McLaren. I don't think it was intentional, but he certainly pulled it off to whatever it was.
I mean, I don't know. Did Sam them through? Because normally it wouldn't be that slow.
Oh, there's a wobble there at the back for Brady. That's a big wobble.
Luke's had a wobble there.
Yeah, the 2 Alpines seem to be struggling a bit. I've dropped my controller and frightened the life out of me, but we'll ignore that. I'm surprised we haven't seen more spins at turn 20. That orange curve is crucial on exit. That spins the car around. Legend's back into the points. Legend just needs to fight back and catch up to this train and just try to claw back some points. The gap will be extended, but he needs to minimalise the words.
Minimalise.
That's the word. The damage. Aston saying he's eaten half a tub of ice cream and watching FER. My life has peaked. Fair enough. You do you. Melvin is on for a solid P2, but it accounts for nothing as he's not in the championship fight. It will give Mercedes some nice points in a championship fight they're not in, as here comes Luke for 4th spot, side by side with the Dutch national Sam Davis. The camera angles around this circuit are dreadful. The exit the corner, he's not ahead, but he will get some. He has the DRS open, and Enzo King's going to look for him as well. We're going to have a 3-way fight as Sam Davis defends. Enzo King looking for the middle gap. Luke's looking for the outside.
Brady nearly hit the back of him.
Oh, he's got to force his way through as Luke. He pulled this move on Sam Davis once. He's pulled it on him again. Round the outside goes Luke.
Enzo snuck past Sam.
Enzo snuck past Sam as well, and Brady's also going to try sneak past Sam, the Red Bull. Sam's having an awful time of this Grand Prix. He's really struggling on those hard compound tyres. He's really struggling. As we can see there, he's just sliding out of everything. Luke technically on the podium on his debut now. He has a... Marcel, sorry, has a penalty. And Marcel doesn't seem to be pulling away. Well, he may have a bit of a gap now. Brady down the inside of Sam. Sam struggling even more. He's going to possibly lose a position to Cito by the time this is all done as well. So this is not good from Sam Davis. Lap 22-28. The backpack, it is Klein 11th, Liam 12th, Borbune 13th. Marcus is looking to get past Borbune actually for 13th. And then Adrian 15th. I'm surprised he hasn't taken the fastest lap yet. He's on a sauce, and then Aaron 16th, who has disconnected. And our DNFs, of course, being Manuel Antons, Jerome Muller, Morgan Hitchings, and Avesta Gobani, who was actually disqualified. Wasn't a DNF. But Lewis, my god, what a dominant performance this is. We've had a couple of cracking races this season for the race win. This isn't really one of them, with Lewis. He's led the whole way through almost. Oh, that's Luke around the outside of Marcel. It's a fantastic overtake from Luke. He loves this outside at this corner. That is Luke up in to the podium spot on merit. Enzo's got to look to get past Marcel as well, who just about seems to be struggling on tyres at this moment in time. Oh, yellow flag sector 3, Cito on the grass. Oh, that's a dangerous reset the track, Cito. You will be getting a penalty for that, as he's down to 12th. This puts Chloe up into the points. Well, this puts Liam up into the points due to a penalty. Enzo's picked up a 3 seconds there. Is he going to dive past Marcel? No, he's not. 5 laps to go here in Abu Dhabi, and nobody looks at taking this race win off Lewis. This is driving. Fantastic.
Oh, Liam spun.
Oh, Liam spun. Liam has spun. And he was in a good position. He's lost possible points now. Cito could still take possible points, as that is Borbune running wide. Marcus is past, and this is Enzo and Marcel battling at the hairpin. Enzo's going to look to try and get past Marcel.
Easily past now.
Oh, Marcel moving in a straight line, that's not good. But Enzo's easily past still. Enzo could still possibly challenge for this podium, as he is still in DRS of Luke. Oh, Brady, that's a lunge. Oh, Brady, he's pushed Marcel off. Marcel will get that penalty removed, provided he doesn't get another warning. But Brady's absolutely sent that, and he has got the position. Brady took a gamble, and it worked. But Marcel back down the inside, late lunge for the McLaren. He's going to almost put Brady into the wall. No, Brady has just about got it. Oh, Marcel. Legend back up into 6th spot. That's the Red Bull of Sam Davistay off in the grass. That is Sam Davistay out of the points and allowing his teammate through. Red Bull are nowhere now in this Constructors, absolutely nowhere. This is a one-horse race at the top of the championship now.
Lewis has got a huge lead, and there's not much anyone else can do to stop as Sam is just going too hard on hot tyres.
This is a one-horse race at the top of the champion. Oh, I accidentally pressed my PS button. Apologies for that. The one-horse race at the top of the standings. Yellow flag. Is that just Sam Davistay again? I think it is. Yeah, I can't see him finishing this race. He's into the pits. Does Sam have a puncture? No, he doesn't. He's into the pits. So is Liam. Both for softs, I imagine. Sam will probably take a fastest lap. He just picked up a tree. As Enzo could snatch this podium off Luke. He could snatch it.
What's his penalty for though?
Enzo King. It's for corner cutting. Gonna try to switch the Alpine in and out. It is an Alpine 3.5, so they're doing good in the championship at least. But here comes Enzo King to the outside, and he's easily got this one on the Britain of Luke.
Mercedes 2.3 or 2.4, depending on whether Enzo can get the gap.
So Mercedes have had a good result. That is 18 and 15 points, respectively.
Even Aston have had an Aston Martin of it.
Aston have had a fantastic. Aston are just going to extend their championship lead even more. Kill saying just to warn Aston the championship already. Yep, it's a one-horse race at the top of the standings. Miss McWilliam leading this race by 6.6 seconds after the safety car restart. Lewis doing a fantastic job. And it hasn't been the best of races today. It hasn't been a Britain, it hasn't been a Bahrain. As Luke is going to try to defend from Brady now, because Brady does seem to have the tyres left in him. Thomas is 7th. Yeah. Thomas doing good in 7th, at least. It's a comeback from what's been a poor day for the Belgian. He got that comeback win, but he's been a bit off the ball since. As Legend Rosenberg is trying to attack Brady and try just gain a few points back on a large deficit.
Yeah, at the moment still Luke podium.
Apologise for whatever happened. I've just got a notification the internet quality is not good enough to broadcast gameplay. It's still going though, the stream. As we're back now. Freddie Pollock is past Luke. You've seen that notification too.
Up onto the podium.
Brady is technically up onto the podium now. It would be a good job for Brady Pollock to take this podium.
Oh yeah, Mark is having a battle.
Why do I feel this battle's not going to end well? Cito's involved as well. This is a three-way scrap for the lower points. I'll show you the penalties now. It is 6-3 at 15! Marcus is 15 seconds! Marcus, what are you doing?
I don't know, cutting corners maybe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even ask. Legend is looking to get past Luke. Luke has in a great spot for a debut podium, but he's dropping down the order now, and he could drop another position to Legend Rosenberg, who's looking to get back into 5th. Melvin P2. Melvin has driven phenomenal. He's pulled a 6.8 second gap over his teammate. Melvin's drove phenomenal as well. Legend loves setting these moves up into the hairpin. If you watch any move Legend Rosenbergs did today, he set them up into that hairpin every single time. Here he comes. Lucas DRS as well. Legend not even burning ERS. He knows he has the pace on the Alpine.
He is burning ERS.
Well,
he is past now.
He's past now, is Legend. That's a fantastic overtake. Sam Davis, the fastest lap of the race.
So, no way Luke is getting back past.
Legend could still challenge for a podium if he can get past Brady here. He could crawl something back from 13th.
He probably will.
Who is driver of the day so far? Well, in my opinion, we'll get the positionals here. In my opinion, it is either Luke. It's Luke. Could be Brady. Could be Thomas. There's a few. I personally think Luke, maybe. As he did start in the lower order, and he's currently in 6th spot. Legends had a good comeback, but he was the one who put himself in that situation. As that is a... Sorry, there's a yellow flag there. That is Adrian going slowly. As Lewis is about to lap Adrian and Aaron. We haven't had a lap car in a while. Lewis is about to do it with superior pace today. He's drove phenomenal. Hassel saying, do you ever do AMSR Mar? No. We still have a race going on. Brady almost looks set for the podium now because Legend is of this penalty, unless he can just do some madness in these last 2 laps. If Luke can just stay with you, he'll also get the position. Can we just ask how Marcel hasn't picked up a puncture yet? He's did 17 laps, as Legend is clear past Brady, but Brady does have no penalty.
You do about that amount in the normal strategy anyway.
Do you? Oh yeah, you do about 16 on the normal strategy. So he's okay, he's just going to be struggling, which he is. Marcus passed Cito as they've both completely dropped Chloe. But I still believe Chloe will pick up some points due to Marcus's horrendous penalty count.
Yeah, it's not great, to be honest.
No, it's really not, as Thomas picks himself up a tree. Driver's struggling with the penalty count now, for sure.
As Borbune is past Chloe.
Oh, Borbune getting past Chloe is struggling. On only a lap older mediums. Is there front wing damage on that Williams? No, but there mightn't be some that is invisible. Lewis McWilliams started the last lap of the FVR Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. In fairness, Lewis could be driver of the day as well. He started 2nd. He drove a phenomenal Grand Prix.
He has had a... Well, he started 3rd, I think.
Oh, he did. He started 3rd. He's had a drove phenomenal.
Although he was helped out by
some questioning tactics from Manel, some could say.
Yeah, that is something I would like to get to the bottom of, to be honest, considering it is probably a little suspicious.
Marcus has picked up another 3 seconds. Surely he... Oh, spin! And it's slowing. And that's points gone. On the final lap, that is points well and truly gone for Williams today. It's a poor performance for Williams, and that is them gone. In 12th and DNF. As Marcus is weaving. Marcus and Cito are weaving. This is not good. Marcus, do not swipe Cito. As he almost has. Marcus still going to pick up some points for Red Bull. Marcus not taking this championship all too seriously, it seems. As Lewis McWilliam is entering the final sector of the circuit. What a fantastic performance by the Scotsman today to take the race win in Abu Dhabi. It is going to be a Aston Martin 1.5 or 1.6 possibly. Lewis McWilliam extends his championship lead and wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. What a drive from him. Melvin Hendricks, the so-called quali merchant by a certain team boss, has got himself 2nd. Enzo King, is Enzo going to keep this podium? He's got 3rd. Legend will drop. Legend takes 3rd. Brady takes 3rd. Brady Pollock on the podium. Luke will finish 4th. Enzo will finish in 6th. Thomas May will finish 7th. And Marcel managed to get them tyres home. He's going to finish 8th. Marcus picked up another penalty. And will possibly go. Oh, he spun. Marcus Taylor spun at the final corner, allowing Borbune onto the podium.
Onto the podium, you said.
The points, you know what I mean, man. It's been a long race. Probably will come across in 11th as Marcus did that. Disappointing for Red Bull, 12th and 13th. Disappointing for Red Bull. Oh, Adrian's DNF'd. He's DNF'd on the final lap. He was lapped traffic, but he's DNF'd in the final lap. Liam Redmond will come home in 14th. Liam actually wants to try and do a wheel spin across the line. So we're going to stick on board with him for this one because this could be fun. That's if he makes the line. Liam, don't forget to do it now. He's going to try it. He didn't really do it, did he?
No. Much like his attempt to gain points, this hasn't went well.
Fast and saying I'm excited for F1. Well, it's not around Abu Dhabi, so I am too. Luke wins the game driver of the day, but of course that's not the official one. The game just goes by positions, not by good performances. There's Lewis on the podium. And I believe Lewis is trying to make his avatar as much as Kim Jong-un as he can.
Yeah.
Not going to comment on that.
Let's move on from that subject.
There's your podium. It is. Do you ever think you'd see a Scotsman and a South African on an F1 podium together?
Oh well.
Lewis McQueen wins the FE Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Melvin in second, Brady in third, Legend fourth, Luke fifth, Enzo sixth, Thomas seventh, Marcel eighth, Cito ninth, Borbune in 10th, Chloe 11th, Marcus 12th, Sam 13th, Liam 14th, Adrian 15th, our non-finishers, Adrian 15th, Aaron, Manuel, Jerome, Morgan, and Avesta. And who wins the Meme Law and Safety Award? I think there's only one winner here, but who wins it?
I don't know. I'll actually give it a break. Maybe Luke on debut.
Luke, well done, Luke. That was a good race. Some people complaining about the driver standards, which But that is all we do have time for here in Abu Dhabi. It wasn't the best of races, but we do thank you for joining us. We do hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.